Hello everyone and welcome to yet another installment of the Broken Controller Club. I'm your host Ed, reminding you to subscribe and ding that little bell thing so you'll continue to be updated on all my new content. You don't want to start off 2020 behind, do you? So back in 2009, the original Plants vs. Zombies had released. If you're not familiar with it, it's a tower defense game where you use plants to defend yourself against Dr. Zomboss and his horde of goofy zombies. The game was a giant hit, selling a ton of copies and getting great reviews. Fast forward 5 years, and EA released the topic of today's viewer-requested game review, Plants vs. Zombies Garden Warfare. If you've watched my review of the third game in the series, Battle for Neighborville, then you probably know what to expect. A third-person shooter with lots of multiplayer modes and customization that brings a whole new way to enjoy Plants vs. Zombies. I hadn't given the game a shot until back at PlayStation Experience on December 6th of 2014 when Peter Moore was on stage announcing that Need for Speed, Most Wanted on Vita, Mirror's Edge on PS3, and Garden Warfare were available to download for free. So being the cheapskate that I am, I was more than happy to turn on all three consoles and get to downloading. Turns out I didn't like two of those three games. I thought Mirror's Edge was crap that made me barfy from watching it, sorry. And you can take a wild guess at which one got a lot of hours put into it. Having uninstalled it a few years back to save hard drive space for games like Cat Lateral Damage and Surgeon Simulator, and also because I already had Garden Warfare 2 day one, I went ahead and popped it back in to see what's changed and if I'd still enjoy it like I do Battle for Neighborville. I also wanted to see if it still had any sort of online population left. And you know what? I actually kind of like it more in some ways. Now, before you poop on me for saying that, let me explain so you'll at least have the right context. You savages. So, I'm not a big hub guy. Like having the central location where you have to walk around to get everywhere, I've never really needed that to feel more immersed, and half the time I'm too stupid to figure out where I'm going. I'm just being honest. I can understand why people would like it though, but personally, I'm fine just flipping through a couple menus to hop into a match. So the fact that Garden Warfare 1 doesn't have that doesn't feel like something is missing, where Garden Warfare 2 and Battle for Neighborville have both got it to varying degrees. So you've got your main menu where you can hop into Garden Ops, then you've got your multiplayer menu for playing online matches, your character menus that let you customize your 8 classes to your liking with all sorts of hilarious gear, and then you can buy stickers and view the sticker book. Now also a side note, if you don't have either PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live, you're not even allowed to cycle through menus at all. It'll just tell you to buy the online sub for your console and kick you to each one's respective purchase screen. Which realistically, if you're trying to play a game where 80% of it is online, then you should have one regardless. But it's still a little weird to not even be able to look at characters you've purchased if your sub has lapsed. And speaking of characters, holy cow do I love the different customizable classes in this. So compared to the next couple games in the series, you're only at 4 classes in this one per side, but there's lots of different versions of them, and they not only look different, but they play differently as well. Like you want to make your zombie soldier shoot fire arrows instead of his machine gun? You just have to unlock it. How about making your scientist shoot gold coins or change his teleport? Done. This is something I sorely miss in Battle for Neighborville that's only partially covered by the perk system in it, and I hope that they're going to add it eventually because as much as I played that game, it ain't there. Also worth mentioning, I totally forgot that there were Cheetos-themed costumes in this game, so if you ever wanted your zombie or your chomper plant to look like a crazy Chester cheetah, then your dreams have come true. It's all the fun of Cheetos without the orange-stained fingertips and whatever's in them we don't know about that'll probably give us cancer in 30 years. Your multiplayer modes are your typical Team Deathmatch and King of the Hill versions, along with some Gnome Bomb games, and also one like Capture the Flag, where you're trying to pilfer tacos. Let me tell you how surprised I was that over 5 years later, I was able to hop on to online matches almost immediately. Now, they weren't fully populated matches, but there were enough people that I still had fun. Also, the ending animations are really cute and have a ton of personality. Another thing I missed that didn't carry over into Neighborville is the sticker book. I actually liked getting the sticker packs despite hating loot boxes and microtransactions in general. Filling out the sticker book and getting hints at what I was missing was fun to do, and it kept me playing. So yeah, Battle for Neighborville definitely has more content, and I can spend hours in the single player zones, but Garden Warfare does have some elements to it that didn't carry over that I missed, like the weapon changes and the stickers. Put those in, and Neighborville would be the most complete and fun experience in the series. So what do you think of the older Garden Warfare games, or do you like any other older games more than their sequels? Do you want to see me cover a particular game, good or bad? Let me know in the comments, and if I don't already own it, I'll do some shopping and try my best to make it happen. This is Ed with the Broken Controller Club, signing off for now. Do you like what you see? Or did you lose a bet and have to subscribe to your most hated channel on YouTube? Do you feel sorry for me? Be sure to ding that sexy subscribe button before changing channels, as I have no shame and will take whatever I can get. Thanks again for watching.